Robbie, I got an idea.
What?
Series finale. Then we're going to reboot the show, and we're going to just call it Talking Sports. And we're going to make it much grittier this time.
We're going to make Talking Sports great again.
We have to get dirt. We have to throw it on our faces. We have to do the chin down, eyes up expression like this. Today about sports, we will talk about...
What the heck are you talking about?
I'm trying to make the gritty version so people can be creeped out and just like not...
I'm creeped out.
Exactly.
We've been talking about this for like a minute.
That's the whole point. That's why it's called the gritty version, Robbie. See, the version right now is too light and fun, so we got to make it grittier. You're not helping. It's not making it gritty.
We're not making it gritty again. Hey, what's up, everybody? And welcome to another edition of On a Couch Talking Sports. As always, I'm Robbie. This is Kyle. Kyle, good to see you. How are you tonight?
Doing great. Just waiting for the end of the week, as always.
Yeah, it's like that song goes. Everybody's working for the weekend.
There you go.
Yeah. That's going to be the end of the singing portion of tonight's episode. But, so over the last couple weeks, Kyle and I have both had the opportunity to attend either together or separately some sporting events. And so what we wanted to do is just sort of talk about those because there were some very exciting sports-related trips / game attendances. That's not a word. I'm just going to go with it anyway. Game attendances that we both saw. And the first one is one that we actually went to together last Friday night. And if you watched an earlier episode, you saw us do sort of a live episode from Bentley, where we went to a Bentley game and sort of filmed ourselves doing that. Well, we went back to Bentley last Friday night to watch another hockey game as Bentley was hosting the quarterfinals of their conference tournament against Robert Morris. Now, unfortunately, they ended up coming on the wrong end of that series in general, losing 2 games to 1. But the good news is that the game we went to on Friday was the only game they won of that series. A very exciting 3-2 win for the Falcons, and it was definitely a thriller, Kyle, I'm sure you would agree. So sort of take us through your initial thoughts of that game.
It was funny, yeah. I came back and told my friends Derek and Max about it, and they were like impressed. They're like, "Whoa!" It was a hell of a great game. It was amazing. It was one of the best hockey games I've seen in a while, and I've seen quite a few good ones this year. But this one really, it was very intense. It was just, I feel like both teams, they really gave it their all.
Yeah.
And I was really like in suspense. I was like, okay, who's gonna win this? I didn't.
It was very back and forth. I felt like one team would score, then the other team would score, and you just had like down to the wire, like close calls. And Bentley scored the game winner with I think less than 2 minutes to play.
Yeah, that was nuts. I think Robbie and I both thought they were gonna go into overtime.
Yeah. Because
that's really that you don't get that a lot in hockey. Like the last minute or two of just like a goal, it's like
it's
pretty rare.
It is very rare, and I think the other cool thing was our seats. If you watched our episode that we did from actually inside the Bentley rink, we had sort of seats that were front row right up against the glass. Well, we actually had them again, but this time it was on the other side. Of the Bentley bench. If you go to our Instagram page, which I think we put up some pictures from that from that game. And we had really cool seats again, Kyle.
It was this time. I think it was even closer to the glass. Honestly, I think it was right. I feel like the last time. I mean, it was still really close last time, but I feel like this time we were literally right. Our glass was almost touching.
We could bang. We were able to bang the glass.
Yeah, that was intense, and of course, there were many times where the hockey players just come right in and boom, literally right in our face. Okay, hey guys.
Yeah, exactly. Now we did not get a puck this time like we did the last game.
Yeah, thank goodness. I was just waiting. I was like, okay, when's it gonna ricochet? When's it gonna just hit that random vent?
Also, the T-shirt toss people literally came and stood right down next to us and didn't give us a shirt.
I know that would be too easy. I
guess it's a good.
We were like, hey, can you just drop it right here? Just drop it right in one of our hands, okay?
But yeah, it was a lot of fun. Like I said, Bentley scored to win in like the last minute of the game, in the last 2 minutes of the game. There were some controversial penalties, and like we got really into it because we're not really both like real Bentley fans, so to speak. Like you know, my sort of go-to college has always been, as many people know, Boston College. And I know you just like sort of coming for the good times, so to speak.
Pretty much. I don't really have a specific team I follow.
On that last goal, I feel like you and I both got like really excited about that last goal. We're banging on the glass and
that was awesome.
Just getting really pumped up. So it was a good time. Anything else you want to add about that?
No, it was just a great game. It was just a great way to spend a Friday night. It was just like, it was awesome.
Yeah, and then the other one that I want to talk about is, so a couple weeks ago, my sister Sarah, who you've seen on multiple episodes if you watch this show, she and I actually...
One of our all-star guests.
Yes. We love you, Sarah. But we actually went to, took a weekend trip to Fort Myers, Florida, and went and saw the Red Sox spring training.
Yeah, this guy's trying to get away from the cold weather and everything.
Red Sox, it was 80 degrees all 3 days and sunny, so I'm not knocking it. But no, it was a lot of fun, and we got to see the Red Sox play a spring training game. The game itself was actually in Port Charlotte, which is about 45 minutes from Fort Myers, and unfortunately the Red Sox lost to the Tampa Bay Rays, but our seats were kick-ass. They were literally 2 rows behind the Red Sox dugout, which was pretty sweet. Got to see like Mookie Betts and Devers and Alex Cora like up close and personal.
That's awesome.
And then the next day, the last day of our trip, we had a late flight home, so we actually spent the morning at the Red Sox actual spring training park in Fort Myers watching them practice, and then we also went on a tour of the park, which was a lot of fun. We actually like got to go on the field and like in the dugout and like up on the Green Monster Fort Myers edition, and it was just so much fun. Like I had such a great time, and like I said, the weather was really nice, and managed to not get too badly sunburned. Got a little bit, but wasn't awful. But it was just a really great time, and was my first time seeing the Red Sox current spring training park. Is actually the first and only other time I'd been down to spring training. They were still at their old spring training park in sort of more downtown Fort Myers. So it was, I think it was the year after, actually, my dad and I went the last time. I think it was actually the year after that they started building this current park that they were in. So it was really cool to see it, like I said, up close and personal, and see the Sox in action. And
that's awesome.
It was a lot of fun, like I said. So yeah.
Nice. Dude, that's awesome to like get the chance to like spring training. Man, I can't even remember. Like, I think I went there like 1 year too, but it was like when I was probably 7 or 8. It was so long ago I can barely remember. I just remember seeing, because you're right, like, it's cool because you do get to like come up, like you do get the chance to meet to sometimes like if some of the players are willing to, like you get to like they get to autograph your baseballs and everything like that, and it's pretty cool. Like I think it was Shane Mack. That was the one I met. So
cool.
Yeah. But if anyone remembers,
I don't.
I barely remember. That's the only reason I know about him, is because of going there. But that's awesome though. That's a good time.
Yeah, no, it was great. I mean, I can't say enough. Hopefully, I'll get a chance to go back some year. But
yeah, dude.
The only annoying thing was both our flight back and our flight there got delayed for like an hour each time. So, but that's all right. It happens.
So you made it though, right?
I made it. Thanks, JetBlue. Which, by the way, is the name of the Red Sox park, too, in Fort Myers, JetBlue Park. So,
pretty big deal down there.
Exactly, JetBlue. Yeah, that's all I got to say. But so what we wanted to do now, we're not going to do a pre-show food review this time because we actually did. We did a place that we'd done just a couple episodes ago, China Sky in Winchester again.
Yeah.
So you can look back a couple episodes and see that one. But we did want to do is sort of kind of have a couple of bits that we want to do here before the end of the show, and I'll let Kyle go first with. I don't think you've done it in a little while. It's your sports related video game review.
Actually, I was going to run it really quickly because I have the video game right here.
Oh.
Just to kind of give you a quick visual.
Wow, I think this is the first time during a live taping Kyle has actually left the couch. Oh, there you go. That's the thought. I think they literally felt that at Bedford, you know. Tufts is shaking right now.
Kyle sat down.
Yeah, Kyle sat down again. Anyway, so what have you got for us this week?
So I got a slightly newer. Okay, this game's about, I think it's about 10 years old now. This one's called Forza Motorsport 3. So it's a.
Actually, hold on. While you're doing that, I'm gonna take a leave for a second. So you just keep going. Yeah.
I'm just gonna leave. Yeah. Just okay. So I want to talk about this game really quick. It's a really good game actually. It's just kind of it's a really fun racing game, kind of in the same style as like Gran Turismo. It's just where you kind of you race these really cool sports cars around, these cars that you literally could never buy in real life, unless you were unless you were basically like Bill Gates at this point. But you just kind of pick your sports car, and you kind of go on the single player. You can do single player, you can do versus matches, versus races, and it's a little more realistic than certain other racing games, there he is. He's back now. It's a little more realistic than other games.
I think it was only fair that since you walked off at one point during the episode, I do the same.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
I was not fair to just leave you for a minute there to sort of, you and the viewers sort of some
Hey, so you guys are
one-on-one interaction.
No, it's just a really well made game. Like I said, it's like very very similar to like Gran Turismo. Definitely more realistic than like a Ridge Racer or those kind of more arcadey games. This is very more the handling of all the vehicles, all the sports cars are more kind of they try to make it a little more realistic, more closer to like what the cars would actually handle like in real life. So. But in the case of this game, they do have a couple other features though that do set it apart from Gran Turismo. Like they do, first of all, the graphics are incredible. I mean, my God. I mean, for a 360 game, I know everyone nowadays has like Xbox One and PS4 and all that jazz, but the graphics in this game are actually pretty solid. I'll give you a quick little snapshot over here. That's actually in-game graphics on the top there. Pretty good, pretty realistic, and basically. One of the features you have is you can actually rewind. So, I don't know if anyone's ever played Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time. You can actually rewind time in this game. So if you're doing a race in single player, and maybe you just didn't make a turn very well, or maybe you crashed on the side of the road or something like that, you can actually rewind time and kind of do the event over again. So, okay, so this is what I shouldn't do. So then you try to, correct, the turn you made, for example. So it's kind of cool. It's I haven't really seen that in a racing game before. So, it's very nifty. It's just a very fun, very relaxed game. It's nothing super intense. Even I mean, I would definitely recommend it, even if you're not even if you're just like a casual racing fan like me, I had a lot of fun with it. You also get to, really quick, before I hand it off to Robbie, you also get, I forgot to mention, you do have like a single player mode where you can go on different like events. So you pick an event to go to, and what you do is you race, which I think this is very similar to Gran Turismo. You race and you actually get money. So then what you can do is you can use the money to buy new cars and also buy parts to upgrade your car that you have now. So it's kind of cool. You start off with one car, but then you do get more cars as you play the game. So, yeah.
Nice. Well, sounds like a cool game, even though I missed, I think, like half of your review during my little exit there. But
don't worry, you heard the good stuff. So.
Yeah, exactly. But so thank you for that.
No problem.
Another riveting and lovely review.
Thanks.
So what I wanted to do is just very quickly, because we're sort of at the end of the episode here, but I'd be remiss if, on a sports show, I didn't mention the fact that, March Madness has started up, the NCAA men's basketball tournament. A lot of exciting action going on. Actually, we have one of the games on right now. Villanova leading St. Mary's currently in a game actually being played in Hartford, Connecticut.
And they even have like they even have like a little bar that has all the other games literally going on right now.
You can really keep up with every game that's going on at once, which is
pretty nifty.
Which is pretty sweet. But
it's like
I just wanted to go
version of Red Sox.
I just wanted to go on record and just say that my national championship prediction for 2019 is I picked Michigan to win it all. I think they're going to beat Houston in the finals.
Okay.
I'm not going to get too much into it, but I like the Wolverines. I think, they came up short last year, losing in the championship game. I think that's going to sort of rally them to go for it all this year. So I think they got a really good chance. So,
nice.
Yeah, I'm taking the Wolverines. I'm sure by the next time we film in my bracket, will probably be completely broken, but that's okay.
That's why they call it March Madness.
That's why they call it March Madness. That's right. I've already lost three of my teams that I predicted to win this round. I've already lost today, so it's all good. It's all good. It's all in the up and up from here. That was a nice dunk.
Yeah, seriously.
But you couldn't see it at home, but the Villanova player just had a pretty sick dunk. As they're now up by 7 points.
That was awesome.
So that's going to do it. For this week's edition of On the Couch Talking Sports. As always, thank you for joining us. And he's Kyle. Mm-hmm. I'm Robbie, signing off for the couch. And we will see you next time on the Couch Talking Sports. Bye, everybody.